Hey everybody, welcome to Visual Communication Media. My name is Adam Rosetsky. Pleasure to see each and every one of you. Welcome to the end of week one. That's correct. And welcome to pretty much the last piece that you need for sensory responses and everything. Do keep in mind your discussions are due by the end of the night, and also every written assignment and your live lecture assignment is due by the end of the night tomorrow night. Keep in mind, live lectures are not make-upable, so please make sure those are turned in on time. If they're not, they're tied to your attendance. They'll be an automatic 0. Other than that, let me give you the last piece of puzzle for sensory responses, which are lines and how lines are used in visuals and why they matter and why specific lines are placed to target specific demographics and specific people that are looking for that specific response type. Now, a line is one of the basic elements of visual communication. Lines direct the flow of content, they divide space, and they create emphasis on a specific area. Each type of line represents a different kind of mood or a sense in some aspect. Without it, we can't really do anything with it or try any different aspects that are tied with it, because lines help create structure. They also help create flow. And that's what really matters with lines. They help deliver and divide and organize. And without them, we can't really communicate. Everything would be kind of all over the place, and proximity would be kind of fail in a lot. Now, there are different types of lines that are meant for certain things. For example, straight lines give the impression of strictness and rigidity, helps people trust something because they see this thing as consistency and organization, makes it reliable. Companies use this to showcase organization and reliability on another level. Curved lines show trust in a different way. They show playfulness and grace. They tend to show how the line curves, and these lines are a lot more flexible because the viewers that are using it are a lot more at ease, because you don't have to feel like you're rigid and you have to flow with a specific line. You can change and flow. It's a lot more fun. Groups and companies tend to show this to bring security or put viewers at ease because of the free flow of the nature of the lines. Now, diagonal is a little different. Diagonal are pleasant and stimulating to the eye. They help to direct viewers' eyes. You see them a lot to point to different areas and different places to help focus the viewer. However, when you use too many of these, as such in the example, they can cause tension and confusion. It's hard to look at sometimes, especially for certain eyes. However, they're used to promote exciting events. Now, thick, dark lines also are used to promote exciting events, but they're meant for boldness, and they're meant for things to have confidence and strength. These are meant to showcase that groups are successful a lot of times. You deal with big organizations or politics, we tend to see bold lines with them constantly with that, to showcase that these companies are very successful. Thin, light lines are a little different. They're meant for delicacy and gentleness. We tend to see these a lot with fashion and beauty products a lot of times. They're meant for organized, but not an overbearing look. They're meant for aesthetics, and that's when we tend to see thin, light lines to really kind of gather aesthetics and focus on an artistic value and beauty rather than intimidation. It's really the flaws with that. And then the final aspect is group lines. Group lines are tied to data. They're meant for exploration, and they're meant to showcase facts and analysis a lot of times. Companies use to show numbers to back up what they're trying to say and research behind it. But there are more types of lines out there. Dotted lines, transparent lines, different types of zigzag lines, bubble lines. There's so many different lines out there that are used, but they're meant for different responses and everything. These are just 6 examples to kind of showcase what we're looking for and how they're utilized in specific moments and emotions in a lot of ways. So you're going to use lines and try to take a look at, why do they pick these lines for this specific visual? Why did it matter? Why did they go thick? Why did they go thin? Why did they go curved? Why did they go more structured? There's a response to everything. And so when you're looking for lines, make sure when you're taking a look at your assignments and everything and you're analyzing lines, don't just say for the fact is like where they're straight and they're rigid, but explain the point as to why the designers of these images use these lines in this specific way. Why? Because they want the user to trust us. They want to use it and use examples to back up your reasoning. That's a really big aspect about that. Other than that, that's all I got. So hope you guys have a great weekend. Hope to see everybody there. We'll have lecture on Monday next week, okay? So Monday, same time, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. I'll have the links posted tomorrow. Other than that, that's all I got. Be safe, have fun, enjoy, and see y'all later. Take it easy. Bye-bye.